Hello everyone, welcome back to the Miracle Garden. I'm Tracy Koga, and on behalf of my husband Kevin Nealis, we are the co-chairs for this year's Miracle Garden Party, and we are so thrilled to have all of you together, virtually, but also together with friends and enjoying some fabulous food. And we also like to give a big thank you to all the wonderful sponsors. Without you, this whole event wouldn't take place. And yes, it is very, very different times that we live in. So I do have a very special guest, a dear friend. I want to welcome Barry Burdeny. You are our special guest artist for this whole event.
It's a pleasure to be here, Tracy.
Barry, you are one of Winnipeg's best kept secrets, a world-renowned artist. And when I asked you to create a painting of this miracle garden, I know it was a big ask, but you did it so graciously. So I brought you here to this very place over 2 months ago. What was your first impression when you saw it?
Well, it was very geometric, a bit barren because the flowers weren't out, but it had possibilities, and I found with the angularity of the stonework, the cement, and that wonderful yellow canopy over my left shoulder, that I could do something with it and add flowers to it, even though the flowers really hadn't been sprouting very well.
And you know what, I guess, what were some of the things that you wanted to bring to life in the garden?
I wanted to bring to life the fact of the color, again, by way of flowers, and those balls, those half circular balls that are put into the black gravel, and to give an idea of a edifice, a location of hope and healing. And this would be the place that people came to rescue their souls, so to speak, and have surroundings that were commensurate with keeping them happy and content and calm.
Oh, and there's so much to do with art that we really need. I mean, art as a healing factor. And we're also too talking about mental wellness and mental health, because that is a big, big project and very important topic for this hospital. So for yourself as an artist, I know these are difficult times. How have you coped, Barry? And how maybe perhaps making a painting like this has helped you a bit?
Well, it has, because you're able to sort of confront the beast, COVID, face to face, and paint your way through it and say there's light and color at the other end. It's affected me and affected all artists and everybody around the world, in that there's this underlying bat squeak of fear in your mind. What's happening to me? What's happening to my parents, my grandparents, or my children going to school this fall? So an artist, a writer, a singer, a poet, a painter will paint their way through it, hopefully, by way of painting their feelings and emotions and putting it onto the canvas and saying this represents this and this represents that, and by doing so, I have catharsis. I've come through this. With COVID, I find that the use of bright color has helped me, because I too was depressed. You can't travel, you can't meet people, you can't have showings of your work face to face. Everything is virtual now. I mean, life is an Instagram, a bad Instagram. And so I found by doing this piece, after your instructions, enabled me to paint something that I like doing, architectural drawings, plus at the same time add color by way of the garden, the balls, the flower, the canopy, and by way of doing that, give people an idea that there might be light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, well, I know that there certainly is. And my initial hope and dream was to have you painting live in this beautiful garden with
I would have loved to.
with a huge live audience under the big white tent that we always do, but these are different times.
Yes.
And I just want to let everybody know, though, that we have a very special way of joining everyone together, because we are going to unveil Barry's masterpiece of the Miracle Garden, and we're going to do a live auction of it. So we're looking forward to that. But first and foremost, Barry, thank you so much for your dedication and your wonderful artistry. And I think to top it all off, it really brings us together as a community. So we really appreciate you being here. We appreciate all of you, because we really need a strong community, correct?
It is my pleasure. We all are community, and we're living in this together. And I love doing it, and I appreciate and love you for asking me to do it, and for the people involved. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Well, thank you, Barry. Well, you know what now? Sit back, maybe have some dessert, maybe another glass of wine, because we're going to get the party started with Garrett and Nazim. They're going to be right up. And we want to say a big thank you to Curtis Newton, who was fabulous during our cocktail hour. So don't go away. Still more partying to come.